Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Abby with Abby Reviews. This is going to be my review and recap for Lovers and Friends, Season 2, Episode 2. Now listen, pushing through. I've been drinking tea. It's the best I got right now. But we gonna try and push through this and make this happen. So let's dive in. I got nothing. Wait, everybody's coming back to the mixer, even dropping low for Jesus. Don't nobody vote. Oh, wait a minute. Who picked him? Who picked him? Okay, so they're starting with the mixer. Everybody is back. I don't see dipping low for Jesus, but everybody was asked back. Now, Lionel said he's not really a conversation starter, and the baby, Derek. His name is Derek? I think his name is Derek. Is it Derek? Oh no, I'm old, I'm tired, I ain't got no voices. It was whatever I say it's gonna be. The other bachelor, he is saying, you know, confidence is key, blah, blah, blah. And then Mike, who we talked about last week being the grown-ass man, said, okay, well, when you done with all of those people, I have a seat sitting here waiting for you. I said, oh, looking like a snack. Look at how you been looking, sir. Okay. So I'm just gonna say this, cause I am gonna go back to the Bachelorette when the black girl who didn't get picked from the black dude when her season starts. However, these gentlemen need to maybe watch some seasons of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette to see how to properly interject and ask for someone's time, because Mike and Derek are sitting down having a conversation, because, you know, Mike said from the back of the room, you know, when you done all that, come sit down next to me. I got a seat already prepared for you. And so they're having a conversation. They ain't got 6 words really into their conversation when some chocolate baby come out of the left field, I think his name is D, talk about what he bring you back here to sit down for. Rude. Go sit your ass down somewhere. That's how you don't get picked right there. That right there. So, you know, they're chit-chatting and stuff. This D-boy seemed like I can't put my finger on it, but my Scorpio senses is tingling and something is not right with that little boy. But Derek is like saying, thank y'all, I'm gonna go and speak to some of the other gentlemen, thank y'all for the conversation. And the little boy, same boy who interrupted his conversation with Mike, says, you ain't talk to me. And so, but Derek is very, well, first he went, he said, oh, somebody smells good. Before we get to D, somebody smells good. It's dipping low for Jesus on the hover rail. He's here. We found him. And he's like, it smells like my booty. Oh, daughter, why would you? Okay. Okay. All right, baby. Sure. And so then he's getting ready to leave when the boy said, you ain't talked to me. He was like, well, you interrupted, but you didn't ask for no conversation. Would you like me to come over there and talk to you? It seemed very confrontational. He said, would you like me to come over there and talk to you? And he was like, period. I'm assuming that's a yes. So I'm just gonna assume that means yes, you want me to come talk to you. Y'all, there's something wrong with dipping low for Jesus on the hover round, okay? So he and Lionel are having a conversation, and he says to him, you know, the first thing he says is, he says top, bottom, or verse. That's the first question from dipping low from Jesus on the hover round. Now, I'm not surprised because we saw his video, so it's not a surprise for me. And so Lionel's like, oh, why would you ask that? Why would that be the first thing that you ask? Because if we're in a dating show with a short period of time to make some very tough decisions, why would I not ask that question to see if what? This is not to find a friend. I plan on bending you or having you bend me over something. What you mean? We can't both be bottoms. That ain't gonna work. We can't both be tops. Again, that ain't gonna work. So that is a very important. He said it feels uncouth. Well, they have to be uncouth. They got like 10 minutes of your time for you to have a lasting impression and maybe pick them. Then this is what got me and Lionel. Dipping David Lowe for Jesus said, do you own a gun? And he's like, yes, I own a gun. He's like, have you ever shot one of your exes? He's like, no, I've never used my gun at all. He said, would you shoot one of your exes? Lionel is befuddled, and so am I. He's like, why would I shoot one of my exes? He was like, if I told you to shoot one of your exes, he was like, but me and my exes are friends, why would I shoot them? And Eric, who AKA dropping low on the hover round, looks offended that he said that he was friends with the ex. Oh my God. Okay, before we get back to Derek and the rude boy D, so while Lionel is conversing with Dippin' Low on the hover rail, baby boy with the black hat and all of his chest and the deep coat, his name is Carter, I think. Carter comes up and he was like trying to interrupt politely to get some of Lionel's attention, and he said to Dippin' Low that, hey, your cup is empty. It looks like you need a refill, and maybe you should go get a refill. He's trying to get some time alone to talk to Lionel, and Eric holds out his cup and says, why don't you go get it for me, maid? Since you here in your maid outfit. I shouldn't laugh at this. It was funny to me. I know Lionel was like, he looking for a moment. He think he love Egg Poppin'. It's not that kind of show, but that shit was funny. So the rude boy has pretty much eliminated himself, at least as far as Derek is concerned. There was a question about what's your OnlyFans, and apparently he has one, and he said not that I shame sex work, but I just prefer not to date anyone who has an OnlyFans, or anybody can see you busting it wide open down to the internets. Everybody has a preference. Some people just don't want to do that. I respect it. So Corey, I'm gonna call him Carter. Carter and Derek have a very good conversation. They talk about Carter's tattoos. Shout out to, you can't see none of mine today, but covered. And Derek said he likes them one of two ways. You either want no tattoos at all or covered like a biker boy. And Carter's clearly covered in tattoos, and he likes it. So they have Rude Boy D has eliminated himself for Lionel. Lionel says, are you here to find love? He like, well, I guess like it wasn't just a straightforward, yes, I'm here to find the love of my life, blah, 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 blah. All of that. No, he like, I guess I'm here to gain the love. Who love is you trying to gain, beloved? Help your auntie. Who love is you trying to? No, sir. And then Lionel said, what was your last breakup? He said 2 weeks ago. He said 2 weeks ago. And Lionel was like, I know you motherfucking lying. And then he tried to change it. I mean, like a month ago. Thank you for getting bye. So Derek calls out Jason and Aaron out to have a one-on-one conversation and to see if he can manipulate them into a threesome. Live your best life, my nigga. I'm just saying. And so they have a conversation. Aaron said that he is a human lie detector. He can tell when people is lying. And Jason is saying he's a people person and he's best when he's around people and blah, 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 blah. So I don't know if we'll see how those attributes shake out. Okay, so now that the mixer portion is over, now they talk about these fellas is gonna do a lap dance for the guy. It feels weird and uncomfortable. That's how it feels, weird and uncomfortable. So the choices have been made. I don't stand nobody's picks. I How did D get what? Cause he grinded on you a little funky ass lap dance. Then all of a sudden he's your number one when you was just like So Dennis, the baby's name is Dennis. It's not Derek. Got D and I can't remember the other baby's name. And then Lionel picked Kelvin, and they picked somebody. Oh, who else did they pick? I don't like none of the see how my mind is blocked there because I don't like none of these picks. I don't like not nary single a one. Not nary single a one. Okay. So one of the men who didn't go, after all the picking is done, one of the children who didn't get picked says, what if we see somebody else in here that we want? The producer said, go for it. So he rolled up on Mr. Coffee, the friend, and they had a little conversation and they walked out the door, I guess, to talk some more. And that's how the episode ended. Next week gonna be group dates. I don't like any of the bachelors picked. It's a train wreck in the making. But we're gonna see what happens. This has been my review and recap for Lovers and Friends, Season 2, Episode 2. Y'all gonna need to start over. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a kid, and I'll catch you in the next one.